Okay, I did all the alphabets in the um, split letters, and I realized I didn't show you how to do it. So what you want to do is have your alphabet selected. Right now we're in wireframe just so you can see better, but if you like it in the regular normal view, I'll show you that way. So you have your alphabet, and here is a line. I just used the line tool, the 2-point line tool, draw a straight line, make sure it's straight. Um, so this is where I want to actually put my line. You want to select your line, select your alphabet, and choose simplify. From there, I'm going to send it back to the wireframe view so you can see better. See, that is split. So you can select your text. It's still grouped in one alphabet. It's just split right now. So you want to choose um, in your menu here, arrange, break, curve, apart. And what that would do is now you can select the top, select the bottom, go back to the normal view so you can see how we can select the top and make it a different color. You can move it around, but if you're trying to keep it all together, you can make it a different color and group it back together. By grouping it back together, you can arrange it however you want to arrange it, but when it comes to your cutter, you know it can be separated once you go to cut your item. I like working in CorelDraw because it is very versatile, and I can basically create what I want. I don't have to figure out some easy program, and this is what I have done with the alphabets, with the mermaid life theme, with the scales that a lot of people are doing. So I'm creating the alphabets. Now you can see I had gotten all the way down and gotten down to the last few, and I was like, oh man, I could have recorded it. So now what I did was um, put the, let me do it to the A. Here is my scales, and I arranged them. Let me put this on top. I arranged them where I wanted. I moved this. I want to ungroup it. I moved the top 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3, just so I know that if anything was in the way there or overlapping, it wouldn't get to the top. So I click on the letter by moving the cursor over the pink part there. Press shift and intersect up at the top. See that? Intersect. From that point, which you have underneath, you still have your scales that are the same thing, but you have 2 layers here. You have the scales layer and you have the pink layer. The pink layer is still the same, but what it did was create a separate layer wherever the 2 intersected. So this part is the same, and this part, the scales part, is the same. So I don't have to keep like copying it over and over, but just for insurance purposes, you can copy it over and over. This is the bottom part, and now because I remember that I moved it 3 times, I can move it back down 1, 2, 3, and that is the original spacing of how the letter was. So now what you can do is push arrange and group. so that your letter is a complete letter and you can manipulate it and move it to where you want it to be, and it's the way that it needs to look. When it, of course, again, when it goes to your cutter, then it will separate it. And you can create whatever you want to create. I created these letters so that I can make words that I want to make, not just quote unquote life, and I don't necessarily have to keep making it for every one little thing that I want to make. So that's how I did it. I also did some split alphabets, just plain split alphabets for other items that I want to do later. While I was doing it, once I split it, I said, let me save this for any projects I want in the future. But yeah, that's how I did it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.